Hey, this is Andy and John from Car Repairs Made Easy, and today we're going to replace an evaporative canister on a 2004 Toyota Corolla. It may also be called a charcoal canister. That's this piece here, this big square box. Should be pretty simple to change. First thing we're going to do is we need to remove all these vacuum lines. These 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then we have a fuel vent line here. These, we're going to just squeeze these clips, get them out of the way. You can use a small screwdriver because these may be stuck. Just gently get between the hose and the plastic nipple that's on the canister to break the hose loose from the canister, and you can pull it off. Pay attention to where you remove these from because they need to go back in the same place because these are both the same size. Same thing for this one. Pull this off. Now the larger one here is just a vent hose. It wraps around and goes, it actually sticks in here. It just wants to suck in fresh air. So we're going to leave that on until we remove the canister, and then we'll take it off once we have it out. This is another vent hose. I believe this one sucks the fuel vapors from the tank. We got to be gentle when taking this off. You have these couple tabs here, one here and one on this side. You have to get over this lip that's on the nipple here, and we'll show you that when we get it off. So for this, you just squeeze and they should flex out of the way. Just be careful not to break it. And just gotta wiggle it, but gently pull it off, and there you go. There's the lip there where these little tabs have to come off of. That's what holds it on, and there's an O-ring inside. Now we have this fuel vapor line here. This is going to be tricky because usually you can just squeeze them and it should come off, but we've tried already and this one won't come off. So what we're going to do is we're going to use something like a dental pick. We're going to get this in here and try to flex this out of the way. If you could see in here, you can see this. Let's try to get this turned for you. See this tab right here, and there's another one of these lips in here. We have to get these two tabs on the outside of it so it'll slide off. Be real careful not to break these, because if you do, then you're going to have to replace the minimum this line, and it may be part of the fuel sending unit, which means the gas tank has to come down, and it's going to be very expensive. So we're going to try to get behind it and push it out a little bit. Let's see if we can get this thing off of here. There's one side, looks like it's loose. I'm going to try to get behind this other side here and push that out. I think it's coming off there. Maybe a little stiff, but just really be careful so you don't break it. I can't tell.
That one ain't off the lip yet.
Alright, looks like the back side is here. Alright,
There you go.
there we go. Now if we can just pull this off. Yeah, sometimes these you'll get one side loose and the other side will snap back in, so you got to be real careful. Alright, we're going to work on this for a minute, and then when we get it out, we'll show you what the clip looks like. We'll be right back in a few.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, now that we've got this line off, that took a little bit of work, but you had to be real gentle. You can see the lip here is pretty stiff, or pretty high. Now you can see this is wet. This is all gasoline. This is just supposed to be vapors running through here. So that confirms our diagnosis that this canister is bad, because it should not be sucking liquid gas in here. This is all vapors.
And it also had a PO 441, 442, and a 446 for this problem.
Okay, now that we've got those lines out of the way, we're going to get up here, disconnect the one electrical connector we have. Get that off. Now what we have, if you can see up here, we have a 13 millimeter right here and a 13 millimeter on the other side. Those hold the bracket on. We're going to take the 13 millimeters off and get the whole canister down, and then we'll have to transfer the brackets to the new canister.
It's actually on there. Brackets on it. Did you get dust in your face or gas?
Dust. So make sure you wear safety glasses, and try not to lay directly underneath it. I just happen to be here because we're trying to film this. We normally wouldn't be directly underneath. Now, you know, as always, or as what might be typical, is you'll see us using power tools, but this can also be done by hand. Actually, I think these were 12s. Yeah, it's a 12. So what we're going to do is...
Alright, we'll be right back.
Okay, we took the third bolt out. It was the third one that was directly here. Straight up. It was hard to see until we got around the other side of it. Now that we have it down, because that's all that holds it up is the 3. You can see we have a vent valve and a purge valve. That's these two. And we have our, this looks like our switching valve here, which controls the 2 other valves. It's electrical and also operates vacuum. So what we're going to do is we're going to climb out of here. We're going to swap this hose over to the new one, which is the same as the 2 little ones. We'll take some pliers or channel locks, move the squeeze clamp. We'll get our small screwdriver in here to break this loose, and we'll just transfer this over to the new one. We'll be right back for the installation. Okay, now we have our new one. You can see nice and clean. We're just going to put our 3 bolts back in and mount it back up. We'll do everything in reverse. That was a pretty quick job.
Just to mention, while we're watching him put the bolts back in, the part itself from Toyota is about $427. Between parts and labor at the dealer, I was reading in forums, they were talking between $1,400 and $1,600 total repair with diagnosis.
Which seems to be pretty much way out of line, but
for this you can buy the part for about $427 from the dealer, and you can put it in yourself and save all that labor.
Get these started by hand.
And you see this is just right under the car by the driver's side rear tire, in the back of the gas tank.
Yeah, we jacked it up, put it on jack stands, just to make it easier so we could film this. But I mean, if you're a small enough person, you could probably get underneath here and do it without lifting the car. That's 3 there. 3 bolts. Fish up the electrical harness back around here. We'll plug that in. That's plugged in real good. We're going to put this one on, snap that on. As you can see, this is a simple job. Why some dealers are charging so much, I don't know. It's a shame that there's guys out there, and some women, that are in this business and they rip people off. I mean, that's why we do what we do here for you guys, make these videos, so that you can eliminate any possibility of getting ripped off. I mean, it's worth it to pay them the $100 or $125 sometimes. That's it. It's in. All the hoses are on, the clamps are back, everything's on. Just when you're done, go back, double check, make sure everything's on good. Stuff this vent hose back in this part of the body here, and we're done. We're going to get in, we're going to clear the codes and call a customer and they can come get it.
All right, thanks. We'll see you next time.